Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. We are continuing chapter number 4, our nervous system. We have learned about the brain and the important parts of the brain are the cerebellum and medulla. And in detail, we have learned what are the functions of the cerebellum and what are the functions of the cerebellum and what does the medulla do. Medulla, it is at the base of the brain and it connects the spinal cord and it gives the information. And we have learned that it controls the involuntary actions like breathing, heartbeat, circulation and digestion of food. So, we'll continue next page number 214 about the spinal cord. Okay. Your spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves connected to the brain stem. Thick bundle of nerves in the sense, bundle means something together. Like if you put a number of sticks together, then it will make a bundle. In the same way, number of nerves together makes a bundle. So, thick bundle of nerves are connected to the brain stem. 31 pairs of nerves branches off the spinal cord and form a network all over the body. So, how many pairs of nerves are there? 31 pairs of nerves. Pairs in the sense 2. 2 nerves together make a pair. So, like this 31 pairs of nerves are there. And from the spinal cord they form a network all over our body. So, throughout our body, from top of the head to the finger toes, we are having the nerves. Without nerves, a body is impossible. The spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae of your spine. So, already we have learned that we are having the vertebrae at the back of our bone. Here in the back we are having vertebrae. They are having small bones, that is called the vertebrae. What they'll do? They'll protect the nerve bundle that is inside the vertebrae. They'll give protection. If you fall down, immediately you'll get hurt on the skin. If you don't have vertebrae, immediately you'll get hurt to the spine, nerves. So, when you fall down or when you hit by something, the vertebrae will get the damage, not the nerves. So, immediately when you get the damage to the nerves, you may be lose your life or you may be paralyzed. There are so many other reasons for this. In higher classes you will be learning. So nerves are very thin and very sensitive. If they get hurt, all our body may be paralyzed or you may be everywhere. If the nerve that goes to the brain, if they get damaged, I have already told you that some people cannot talk, then some people cannot walk. So like this it happens. So the vertebrae, it will protect the nerves. The messages between the brain and the rest of the body pass along the spinal cord. I told you, no? When you look at the fire, what will you do? Immediately when you look at the fire, suddenly your eyes will send message to the brain that it is fire. And within fraction of seconds, the brain will send message to the hand and the eyes that you should not touch. You should not see the fire. You go away from the fire. So, the messages from the brain to the eyes or eyes to the brain or nose to the brain or brain to the nose, mouth to the brain or from brain to the mouth. So, this information will be passing along the spinal cord. So, for this, what is the pathway? Spinal cord is the pathway. The messages go through the spinal cord to the brain and the answers will be coming back to the body parts through the spinal cord. Now, when you look at this color, how can you say that it is a maroon or red? When you look at that color, our eyes, they'll ask the question to the brain. Immediately, the brain will give message to the eyes and the mouth that it is so and so color. This is green color. This is white color. So, all this happens within a millifraction seconds that we can't imagine. So, within seconds, the question is going to the brain and the answer is coming back through the spinal cord. It is involved in lightning fast responses called reflex action, which protect you from harm. So, this is called as like a reflex actions, and what they'll do, they'll protect us from the harm, from the danger. As I told you, when you look at the fire and immediately will come back. Suppose you're walking on the road and immediately you'll see some muddy water. When you're going to step in the muddy water, what you'll do? Immediately you'll come back. You know that it is a muddy water, it's a dirty water. So, and you have protected by yourself now, not falling in the muddy water. For instance, if you accidentally touch a hot plate, you withdraw your hand almost immediately. So something, hot plate or hot vessel is kept on a table, and when you go and you touch it, immediately you'll remove your hand. Within seconds you'll remove your hand. How? When you touch it, immediately the brain will tell you that it is hot. Then you'll remove your hand. This is an instant and automatic reaction. Instant means already ready. Instant, immediately we have removed, no? So an automatic reaction, that there is nothing planned and all. When you eat something like chili, what you'll do? Immediately drink the water. It's an automatic reaction. If your mother beats on your palm, when you keep your hand like this, when your mother beats on the palm, you will immediately remove your hand. That means an automatic reaction, an instinct reaction. These type of actions are called as reflex actions. In such cases, the messages do not reach the brain. The spinal cord senses the danger and takes action. So, during these reflex actions, many of these instant actions does not reach the brain. The spinal cord will react immediately and they'll protect us. What does the spinal cord do? It will say that it is hot, it will say that it is danger, and immediately it will protect us. Not the brain. Here the spinal cord works very fast than the brain. Now next, about the nerves. Okay, this is all for today about till the explanation part. Now we will write the question answers of this lesson. Already we have learned the keywords, no? We have written the keywords, but you have not learned. Just you're writing and sending me. Not like the children. Many parents are complaining that they are not reading at the home. Just you're simply writing and throwing the books out. Not like that. Read. So for your betterment, I am going to read the keywords. Once you have to read along with me. First one is pupil. Opening in the center of the eye. Retina. Special tissue in the eye on which light is focused. Cochlea. A part in the inner ear. Taste buds. Tiny bumps on tongue that help you to know different types of taste. Optic nerve. Nerve in the eye. Olfactory nerve. Nerve in the nose. Spinal cord. A thick bundle of nerves that extends down from the brain. Reflex action. An automatic response to a stimulus. Nerves. Long thin fibers that relay signals that carry messages. Cornea. Dome shaped covering in the eye. Iris. Colored part of the eye. Cerebrum. The largest part of the brain. Cerebellum. The part of the brain next to the cerebrum. Medulla. The part of the brain at the base. These are the keywords. Once and twice you have to learn it definitely. Now we'll write the question answers. First question, describe the cerebrum. You have to write about the cerebrum. First question, describe the cerebrum. What is cerebrum? So, here we are writing in points. Answer, and the first point, cerebrum is the largest portion of our brain. Second point, it is the thinking part of the brain. Third point, it helps to learn things. It helps to learn things. Fourth one, it also controls. It also controls all our voluntary muscles. Next point, 5 points I have given you. It stores all the information. It stores all the information. Once again I will read. Look at the board and write. Describe the cerebrum. Cerebrum is the largest portion of our brain. It is the thinking part of the brain. It helps to learn things. It also controls all our voluntary muscles. It stores all the information. This is your question number 1 about describe the cerebrum. Now write neatly, and when you're sending me the homework, write the date, session number and the lesson number and what you're writing, question answers or keywords. That also you have to mention. Like how you write notes in the classroom. Okay. Is it clear, my first question? Next we are going to write what are the functions of the cerebrum. What are the functions of the cerebrum? What are the functions of the cerebellum? What are the functions of the cerebellum? First point. Cerebellum controls balance and movement of the body. Second point, it coordinates the working of the muscles. Third point, it helps us to stand. It helps us to stand upright, keep our balance and move around. Once I'll read the question, ma. What are the functions of the cerebellum? Cerebellum controls balance and movement of the body. Second point, it coordinates the working of the muscles. It helps us to stand upright, keep our balance and move around. So your homework is to learn and write the given 2 question and answers 1 time. How many times? Given 2 question and answers 1 time. Look at the board. Learn and write the given 2 question answers 1 time. This is all for you today. So don't neglect children. Update yourself. ఏ రోజు ఆ రోజు నేర్చుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. Thank you. Have a look at the board.